How are you? Can you hear me? Hello. Guys, where are the others? I see only 11 people here. Yeah, hi. Hello, hello. Oh, I'm great. Why are you fine? Because I have no idea. The life is a paradise. Everything's perfect. So I would say I'm great. Not only well, not only fine, but I would say I'm great. And we have 13 people now here. Yeah, 13. 13 is better than just 22 or 23. But I would say I'm expecting to see here something like 40 or maybe even 200 people, but I hope a little bit later. Guys, today we're going to speak about one interesting topic, but before I start, I would like to ask you whether you have any questions to me or not. Just guys, if you have any questions to me, please try to ask me. Guys, if you have any questions, I'm waiting for them. Can I say the environment I grew up? Любовь, what do you mean the environment you grew up in? Um, the environment I was growing up in. The environment I was growing up in. Great. Except for Любовь, do we have any other questions here? Guys, any other questions which you have? Probably. Guys, I'm waiting for your questions and we can start. I can say about have you ever. You can ask me a question. Or what? What do you ask? I'm asking maybe you have some questions to me. Yes, it is homework. Uh-huh. Okay, Любовь, out with it. Ask us questions using have you ever. Waiting for your questions, Любовь, waiting. So give us some questions starting have you ever. I'm out of water. Have you ever tried to put some things in a socket? Yeah, yeah. For example, I have one thing in my socket. Just I can show it to you. This one. My laptop now is in a socket. It's charging. So yeah, I have. What about others? Guys, do you know the word socket in the first place? Because we need to ask you whether you know the word socket or not. So guys, do you know the word socket or it is a little bit not clear to you? Yes, we do. Excellent. Любовь, do you have any other questions to ask today? Have you ever wanted to do something that you were forbidden? Interesting. Guys, do you have any answers to this question? Have you ever wanted to do something that you were forbidden? Mm. Guys, do you have any things which you have wanted to do but were forbidden? I guess only Любовь knows the answer to her question. Guys, are you going to speak to us? Because we have 17 attendees and nobody is speaking except for Любовь and me. But probably it is not really interesting for me to speak. I can say more about the questions. Любовь, please. Любовь. In one day when I was 7 old, somebody of adults told me never put anything in the socket. So one day when I was 7 years old, somebody told you never put anything in the socket. Okay. Нам нужно сейчас отвечать или только писать вопросы? Victoria, answering is better too. Любовь asked a question and you can answer. If you want to speak, because it's possible on the platform, if you want to speak, I can enable your microphone and you will be able to speak to us. Do you want to speak to us? Guys, great. And I went outside to find something for this. Uh-huh. You mean to put in a socket? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. And did you put anything in the socket? A fork, a knife, probably a spoon? Hmm? It was a wire. Oh my God. And was there any explosions? It was fun, a lot of sparks. I see. But you were 7 years old. Любовь, can I ask you a question? If your son or if your daughter now asked you a question, Mom, why a socket is dangerous? What will you say? What would you say? Because it's an imaginary situation. Let's try. So if your child asked you a question, Mom, what if I put my finger or what if I put a fork into the socket? What would you say to him? No, it's dangerous. And guys, I'm a child, so it's dangerous, okay. But even living is dangerous. Sitting on a chair is dangerous. So, okay, so what? And I want to do it. I said that you can watch in YouTube the result. Uh-huh. Okay. So you can Google it and to see the result. Great. Great. Wonderful. Guys, today we're going to speak about one thing which I wanted to talk to you about today in the morning, and I decided that it can be interesting for you. If you electric shock, but it's fun. Some people like playing with electricity, so it can be even fun. Okay, guys, today I want to speak to you about directions. Do you know the word directions? Oh, sorry. Do you know? Oh, okay, great. Anton, do you only have this copy and paste phrase? Yes, we do. Direction. Because the only one phrase which you have used twice today was yes, we do. Directions. Directions means направления. And we will speak today about directions. Okay. Let's say, okay. Guys, I would like to ask you, do you have a disease which in Russian we call topographiический кретинизм? Are you bad with directions? Are you bad with directions? Or you are okay with directions? Directions are not a problem for you. Sometimes, so even in Minsk, yeah, you come across some difficult and tricky situations. You are okay because you are a tourist. Okay, we are okay. Interesting. So in this case, guys, I would like to ask you a question before we start speaking about directions. Give me, please, a map. Now I am situated in Nemiga Street. So I'm at work, everything is perfect. I am in Nemiga Street. I would like to go from Nemiga Street to our, let's say, interesting. For example, I want to go to Bobruiskaya Street. You know where Bobruiskaya Street is? Bobruiskaya. I would like to buy a ticket for Ecolines somewhere for October to go from Minsk to Moscow. Can you take me from Nemiga Street, Nemiga 30 to be exact, to Bobruiskaya in front of Galileo Shopping Mall? I do not have time. While I understand what you are asking, everyone has already answered. You may go to the subway. Maybe you go to walk. Okay, maybe I need to walk. Maybe. But subway will not help me. Subway will take me only to the railway station. But from railway station, I will have to walk. So probably the most interesting thing is to walk. Yes, so I can walk. How can I walk? Ladies and guys, where should I go? I go out of the building. Should I go left? Should I go right? Give me some directions. You gotta go south, okay? Up the street. You only go right along the street of Мясникова. Okay, should I go along the street Мясникова until the end of the street? Or somewhere I need to turn left or turn right? No, when you get to the bridge, you have to turn left. Okay, I need to turn left. So go along the railroad. Yeah? Вдоль железной дороги. You need to go at the traffic lights, go straight on across the street. So I need to turn. Ага. You mean cross the street at the traffic lights? Пересечь дорогу или улицу на светофоре? Or just at the traffic lights? Okay. Go straight on across the street. How long should I walk? Or how much time should I walk? Like for 5 minutes, maybe for 2 minutes, 500 meters, 1 kilometer. Oh, sure. Sure. Um, how much time? How much time should I go? How long should I go? About 20 minutes. Oh, it's about 2 kilometers. Guys, if I take a taxi, how much will it cost me to go from Nemiga Street to Bobruйskaya? How much will it cost me? How much money? I think this is a few minutes, then you will see Galileo. Okay. About 4 Belarusian rubles. Guys, have you Googled this information? Have you tried? 7 rubles? Dmitry, it's too much. 7 rubles if you want to go from Nemiga to Senica. If you want to go from Nemiga to Urучье. But if you want to go from Nemiga to railway station, not more than 4 rubles. I agree with ladies. Probably they are right. Um, what? Really? Mm, I can tell you a story. Yeah, why not? Yeah, for Rebels. It is not far. Probably not five, definitely. Maybe four, 4.5, like 4.5 probably, but not more than five, I would say. Like, BYN, Belarusian rubles, rubles. Mm, But, Дмитрий, not руб. Руб — it's Russian currency, это российская валюта. У нас получается 3 российских рубля. За такую цену вас даже, не знаю, за вами даже не приедут. So, 3 Belarusian rubles, BYN. Раб, this is Russian ruble, это российский рубль. Okay, guys, now I would like, okay, great. So now I would like to give you some words and phrases which are connected with directions. The task of yours will be to give me the translation in Russian or some explanation if you know the word correctly. Okay? For example, the phrase is this. Can you translate, Dmitry, what you don't understand? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Dmitry, what do you mean? Я теперь не понимаю, что вы имеете в виду. Я не понимаю, вы спрашиваете. You don't understand what I ask? Dmitry, I asked you. Yes, Антон, great. Не сворачивать на первом повороте. Yes, не браться за первый поворот. Dmitry, my question was, I give you the sentences or words in English. Your task is to translate the phrases from English to Russian, or if you don't need to, explain them to me. Okay. Dmitry. Nope. If it's easier for you, тогда сразу нет. You need to understand my speech. You don't need to understand me writing anything. I cannot write it down. If it's easier for you, Go on for about. Продолжайте. Едьте прямо. For about. Продолжать движение. Окей. But guys, for about. Продолжайте движение. Это go on. What about for about? Примерно на протяжении какого-то времени. Guys, the phrase was like this. На протяжении какого-то времени or какого-то расстояния. Go on for about 2 minutes or 100 meters. Great. If you're ready, let's try to move on. Oh, it is too easy for you. Can you explain to me the meaning of this phrase? Okay, brilliant, brilliant. The next one then. Great, 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 great. Okay. What about this? Okay. Guys, now you will have to choose one question, I would say, which is more correct. Excuse me, where can I find a supermarket or go to a supermarket? Which one is better? The first. So, Anton, you think that find a supermarket is better? Yes. We say where can I find to ask for directions. The second one, the second question, excuse me, how can I find the railway station, get to the railway station? Dmitry, only one is correct. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Number two, excuse me, how can I get to the railway station? You cannot ask how can I find the railway station. How can I get will be better. Okay, number three. How can I get? Yes, как пройти до железнодорожного вокзала? Right. The next one. Excuse me, how do I get to the center of town? Or how will I get to the center of town? So, how do I get? How do I get to the center of town, or how will I get to the center of town? Do, will, the first, do, will, do. So speaking about this question, do is correct. You cannot ask with will, you need to ask with do. So every time you ask, excuse me, how do I get to the center of town? Как попасть? You don't ask как я попаду. You ask how do I get in present. The next one, guys, one phrase for you, and I will give you options. Excuse me, is this the good way for the railway station or right way? Good way or right way? You say right. Let's try to check it. Yes, when you aren't sure about where you are going, you can ask, is this the right way for? I would like to give you this phrase. Guys, when you are not sure about where you are going, you can ask, is this the right way for? Great. Let's try to move on. We are coming to question number 5. Excuse me. Where the town museum is, please. And we have two options. Mhm. Would you say me? Or could you tell me? Which one is better? The second, could you tell me where the town museum is, please? Okay, tell. Everybody is for tell. Great. Okay, yes, tell is correct. The next one. Excuse me. Excuse me. For the swimming pool. I look for the swimming pool, or I'm looking for the swimming pool. I look, or I'm looking for the swimming pool. The second, okay, the second. Okay, I'm looking. Right. Let's try to move on. We have some more. I'm looking. Okay. Excuse me. The next one. Excuse me. Is there a bank near here or right here? Excellent. Number one, great, near here. The next one, excuse me, where is the nearer or nearest? Nearest then. Excellent. Okay, nearest. Let's check. Yes, it was correct. And guys, we have two more. Excuse me. Do you know where is the town hall? Or where the town hall is? Ideas? It's an interesting sentence. Dmitry, can you explain why number two is correct? Anton, can you explain also why number two is correct? Yes, Ratusha, but why number two is correct? Guys, why? Do you have an explanation? Есть у вас объяснение? Why number 2 is correct? Number 2 is correct, but why? Excellent. You have asked once. You asked, do you know? Второй раз спрашивать вам не нужно. Do you know where the town hall is? Do you know what the new movie of Vin Diesel is? You don't ask twice. Дмитрий, are you trying to translate or explain? Вы переводите или объясняете? Correct. Но мы же в русском не спрашиваем есть. Дмитрий, вы когда-нибудь слышали вопрос? Вы не знаете, где есть ратуша? Вы точнее спросите, где ратуша? Поблизости. Где здесь ратуша? Как я могу найти ратушу? Вы не спрашиваете, где есть ратуша. It's a bit ridiculous. Ну, это смешно. You never use есть in Russian. It's an answer. Это ответ. But if you ask, вы не спрашиваете. Дмитрий, you translate exactly as it is. Вот в этом-то и проблема. Вы переводите фразу с английского на русский досконально. Это не нужно делать. You need to understand the phrase as it is. Вы понимаете фразу так, как она есть. You don't translate it into Russian. That's why you have some problems. От этого и есть проблемы. You translate the word is, переводчик вам говорит есть, и вы берете его в предложении. Фраза «прошу прощения, ты знаешь, где есть ратуша» не русская. Это английский перевод на русский язык. Вы спрашиваете «прошу прощения, не знаете ли вы, где ратуша?» Мы не спрашиваем «есть», мы спрашиваем «где ратуша?». We don't ask with the verb to be. У нас глагол «есть», как в наличии, применяется в ответах. Типа «ратуша есть вон там». Или причем даже я бы не использовал «есть», я бы сказал просто «ратуша вон там». Находится, например. Но это была бы фраза is situated или is located. Поэтому is это есть, все верно, но мы не переводим это слово. Именно поэтому ошибка в том, что вы берете фразу на английском языке и переводите ее на русский досконально. Этого нельзя делать, это запрещено, это уголовная ответственность. Ну, если так можно выразиться в языке. You cannot translate exactly as the phrase is. Это против природы, это противозаконно. And I think I needed to give you one more. This. Excuse me, could you give me directions? Probably yes, любовь, not always, but it can be. Yes. Но вы опять же сравниваете Russian и English. Не надо этого делать. It can be used with this тире, but usually you don't use как бы тире вы используете в русском, когда вы опускаете глагол. Вы говорите типа компьютер тире здесь. Вы опускаете этот вот ваш глагол есть. Вы опускаете to be. Но если вы хотите сказать, что компьютер стоит, то вы не будете использовать тире. Если вы говорите, что компьютер находится, вы не будете использовать тире. Вы можете заменить глагол с помощью тире. Можете. In an answer, в ответе, но не в вопросе. No. Вспомогательный глагол, it's an auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb is have, do, has, does. Is это не вспомогательный глагол. Is, it's a verb to be. Verb to be in present simple tense. In present simple tense and in present continuous tense. Is he going to the cinema? Это не вспомогательный глагол. Это просто вопрос. And you were right about the question. Let me check. Yes, we give someone directions. Absolutely correct. Yes. Вспомогательный глагол in English is called auxiliary. Auxiliary verb, it's a verb which is put in front of the full sentence. Он у вас стоит как бы напротив всего предложения. In the beginning of the sentence. In that case, you need to ask something. Когда вы используете вспомогательный глагол, вы задаете вопрос к другому глаголу в предложении. Вы спрашиваете do you like? Вопрос к like. Does he have? Вопрос к have. Does he want? Вопрос к want. Если вы спрашиваете с помощью глагола to be, это у вас единственный вопрос в предложении, или вы говорите в continuous. For example, is he hot? Ему жарко. Is she cold? Ей холодно. Are you hungry? Ты голодный? You don't use an auxiliary verb in this case. If you ask with to be, your to be is a verb. Не вспомогательный, обычный глагол to be. Also, when you ask in present continuous, you always use is. For example, is he going to the cinema today? For example, yes, he is. Are you doing your homework now? Yes, I am. In these instances, you put is before in the first place in the sentence. В этом случае вы выносите вперед глагол, но это не вспомогательный глагол, это обычный глагол to be. Regular and nothing special. Guys, thank you for this task here. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. Okay. Okay, guys, any more questions to me? Do you have any more questions to me about directions? Because this is the most important topic of today's lesson. If you have anything to ask me about, please ask me now. Do you have any ideas? If no, I would like to give you some simple words and you will try to explain to me these simple words using your English. Can you explain to me what is this? Using your vocabulary. In your own words, guys, you remember. Dmitry, what are you trying to tell us? Что за multi-trend? It's a transport that runs on rails. Anton, okay. Дмитрий, I think it's a kind of a cipher. Какой-то шифр получился. Okay. Guys, the next one. Helicopter. Do you know the translation of the word helicopter? Ah, I see. Yes, okay, it's an air transport with screws, okay, which is flying horizontally or vertically. This is military equipment for flights, okay. Military transport probably for flights, okay. On long distances or on short distances. Vertical, okay. Excellent. Guys, the next one which I wanted to ask you about is a word plane. No, you need to explain to me what it is. This transport is flying in the sky, okay, by itself or somebody controls this transport. It's a transport in which people clap, okay, somebody controls. Who controls the plane? Pilots. Excellent. Guys, one more word for you. What about this one? Let me guess. Now you're Googling. Transport is floating, I see. By itself again, or somebody controls it? Captain, okay. It's a big ship, right? Guys, and one more word which I wanted to give you today, speaking about transportation. This one. Dmitry, what is needed? Explain to me the last word. Coach. Probably we talked about this word before. We needed to. Guys, it's a way of traveling. You hate this word, Любовь, why? What is a problem with this word? It is not a trainer. Basically, too, when we're speaking about English language, usually we use it in only two situations. Usually. Not always, but usually. Guys, I'm not speaking about кучер, I'm speaking about a ways of transportation. Это способ передвижения, but what kind of? Guys, я же не буду вас спрашивать про карету и про кучера тоже. I'm asking you about traditional way of transportation. Traditional. Maybe bus. What kind of bus? You're close now, but what kind of bus? Autobus longer. Dmitry, we don't have the word autobus. We don't have the word autobus. Autobus, it's in Spanish. Intercity bus. Anton, very good, great, nothing else to say. Guys, now I would like to show you a video. A video is going to be only 3 minutes and 36 seconds. The video is going to be about some places in the city. You will watch the video, and after you have watched it, we will come to the descriptions. You will choose some places in the city and explain these places to us so that we will guess them. Are you ready for watching the video? Let's try then.
Places in a city.
A vocabulary presentation from Lanternfish ESL.
This is a city. A city is a place where many people live and work. Cities are exciting places. There are many places to go. A restaurant. A restaurant is a place where people order food. A movie theater. A movie theater is a place where people see movies. A library. A library is a place where people borrow books. A bank. A bank is a place where people save or borrow money. School. A school is a place where children learn. A gallery. A gallery is a place where people see works of art. A supermarket. A supermarket is a place where people buy groceries. A park. A park is a place where people can go for a walk. A playground. A playground is a place where children play. An aquarium. An aquarium is a place where people see fish and others see life. A stadium. A stadium is a place where people watch sports. An airport. An airport is a place where people board airplanes. A fire station. A fire station is a place where firefighters work. A post office. A post office is a place where people mail letters and parcels. A hospital. A hospital is a place where sick people get treatment. A police station. A police station is a place where police officers work. A gas station. A gas station is a place where people get gas for their cars. A factory. A factory is a place where people make things. A bakery. A bakery is a place where people buy bread and cakes. A pharmacy. A pharmacy is a place where people buy medicine. A pet shop. A pet shop is a place where people buy pets and pet supplies. A toy store. A toy store is a place where people buy toys and games. A hotel. A hotel is a place where travelers sleep. A gym. A gym is a place where people exercise or work out. A department store. A department store is a place where people go shopping. A museum. A museum is a place where people can learn about the past. A bus stop. A bus stop is a place where people catch the bus. A cafe. A cafe is a place where people order coffee and desserts. A court. A court is a place where trials are held in front of a judge. A hairdresser's or a hair salon. A hairdresser's or a hair salon is a place where people get their hair cut. Although, men often go to a barber shop instead of a hairdresser's. Those are some of the places you can go in a city. Places in a city.
So, guys, how was the video? Too fast or okay? Okay, I see. Videos okay, okay, okay. Okay, fast. What can I do? English speech, nothing else to say. Guys, now I would like to ask you. You will have to, here in our chat, to write down the description, описание, of one place in the city, which you either saw in the video or you can think of your own place in the city. The task of yours is to write down the description, описание, and for us to guess what city, I'm sorry, what place in the city you are talking about. Okay? So you need to write down the description of some places in the city. Descriptions, описание, not the place itself, but описание of this place. Let's try to do it, and the task will be to guess what place you are describing. Guys, waiting. Антон, без указания самого места. Fire station is a place where firefighters work. There are fire engines and other firefighting tools. It's a place where people see movies, okay. It's the place where people buy toys and videos. Brilliant. But Valeria, place with C, not S, C. It's the place where people buy pets, okay. A place where you can order food. I'm located countryside. Dmitry, what do you mean? It's the place where children learn something. Okay, great. Dmitry, a place in the city. Place in the city. Not outside of the city. In the city itself. Любовь, waiting. It's the place where, oh, revolutions take place. Любовь, do you mean a square? Любовь, do you mean a square? Or some other place? It's the place where people watch films, place where people can buy pets. Yeah, okay, so this is a square. Great. Guys, thank you so much for this. Excellent. Victoria, do you have anything else to say? Okay, now guys, I'm interested in your associations. I will give you a word and you will have to give me some association which you have with this word. Guys, let's go. I give you the word in English language. You try to give me some association. Art, perfect. Old, maybe ancient will be better. Античный. Ancient, старый. Fun, perfect. Picture. Okay, the next one. Craft work, okay. Theater. Sorry, theater. Opera, scene, place, opera, opera. Barber, I'm sorry, Любовь, barber shop? What do you mean? Barber shop. You mean there is a barber shop in Minsk which is called the theater? I hope not. Okay, the next one. Guys, college. Study, Valeria, study you, with you. Students, study, lesson. Party? Любовь, you are an interesting person. Again, laughing out loud, lol. 5 years. It's like imprisonment. Yeah, you know, 5 years. But I'm speaking about college. In our country, you don't study 5 years at the college. Guys, and probably the last word which I'm going to give you today is circus. Can you give me any words which are associated with circus? Lions. Lion, clowns. Okay. Dmitry, check the spelling of the word clowns. Elephant. Okay. Acrobats. Oh, sorry. Hello? Great. Guys, thank you for this. Now it's time for you. Like we have talked about places, we have talked about different things, associations. Maybe you have some questions to me before we say goodbye to each other for today. Or you have no questions to me. We have only 15 people left. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. Speaking about the next lesson is going to be on Monday at 7:30 in the evening. Speaking about Zoom, nope, Zoom is not going to be for some period of time. We will come back to Zoom as soon as possible. Now we're going to have lessons here on this platform. Any other questions? Guys, any more questions which you want to ask me? Mm-hmm. Любовь, what is 1C? One second. Second, Любовь, second. Любовь. What are you reading? Что же вы читаете такое? Horror what? Horror story? А what is the question? А в чем вопрос? Power is сила, власть. If we're speaking about смерть, you need to say fight to death. Так это две разных фразы. For power or to death. За власть и на смерть. Fought. Почему die? Fought for power to death. Или даже till death will be better. Fight for power until death or to death. Like fight for power to death. Something like that. Fight for power to death. Like, or until death, which is okay. So guys, if you have no more questions for me, let's try to part. You need to go back to your own business. I need to go back to my own business. Thank you so much for attending this webinar. See you next time, and good luck.